Call Halalim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone who rule well. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Akim out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. All right. Shalom to the few sisters that do list us as well. This is the brother Yah Meyer from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. Basically, and I'm coming in with another lesson. You know, I do lessons here and there about integrity. All right, having integrity is something we're going to need in these times, and having integrity goes into being innocent, basically, but it goes into having a strong moral value. All right, like they even say in the world, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. And the integrity that we have, being found blameless in Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, is sticking to the scripts, the law, statutes, and the commandments. All right, the scripture tell you a good name endure forever. The scripture tell you that the things that are written aforetime before I learned it. So we see the men all throughout the scriptures, like I think that's Eleazar, the priests and Maccabees, the elderly man, you know, who wouldn't eat the pork, but the Edomites, all right, almost forced them, you know, to eat something that was lawful and just tell the people it was pork so they can do it. You know, sort of like how they do these rappers today and these people in this Hollywood industry. It's all the same shit. You know, get him to sell out, so to speak, and he didn't do it. Job's woman even told him to lose his integrity. Basically, she said, curse the Most High and die. You know, King David kept his integrity when he was being persecuted. All right, Yahweh Shai, the most ultimate example of them all, the mightiest of them all, the holiest, the strongest of them all, you know, kept his integrity and you know, through his trials, tribulations, and persecutions. Paul, all right, Daniel, and so forth and so on. So many of our forefathers, all right, because they walked with the laws and statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, and there's countless scriptures on integrity. And I'm bringing this out because we're going to need this in the times that's coming up during the persecutions, all right? The spiritual, you know, the demons are going to come against us, all right? Our tribulations are going to rise, all right? People are physically gonna come against us, all right? And as the choke gets tighter, all right, Satan wants us to tap out, all right? But Satan has already been defeated. Yahweh Shah died. He purchased the elect with his own blood. Now the elect are out here, all right, and we enduring to the end, hopefully. But we got to keep that integrity, you know, in these times that's to come, because Esau wants us to lose. But look, I hate to quote that nigga Future, but we never gonna lose. You know, Yahweh Bashim al Shara Tazah, we beat out our elect. This is Proverbs Salakia. This is Psalms 25 and 11. Salaki, this is Psalms 25 and 21. It said, let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I will wait on thee. Redeem Israel, O Yahweh, out of all his troubles. Now he said, King David said, redeem Israel out of all his troubles. All right. That's Psalms 25 and verse 21 and 22. Now when you go down to Psalms 26, right here it says, but as for me, because Esau is going to bring the troubles, all right? But it says, but as for me, Psalms 26 and 11, but as for me, I will walk in my integrity. Redeem me and be merciful to me. My foot standeth in an even place. In the congregation will I bless Yahweh. Because Esau is going to come and persecute us and slander us. He's going to use the 2/3 of Israel, which have no backbone, no integrity, no morality, no spirituality at all. All right. And a lot of people during this persecution are going to get offended and are going to drop the plow and walk away from this truth. And it's been seen, it's been evident. And that's why you got these false leaders like Nate, or the IUIC, Adam Abbott, and these, like the apostle of the Rakah, like to say Johnny come latelys. And that's because these prophets are just out here deceiving and being deceived. Like the scripture says, hey, the deceived and the deceiver are his. And that's what a lot of these guys out here doing who not teaching this truth, all right, the way it was taught. And that's just how it goes, man. But we don't want to get, we don't want to fall into those things. This is those snares. This is Psalm 78 and 72. It says, so he fed them according to the integrity of his heart, and he guided them by the skillfulness of his hands. All right, because this is how David, a leader. Matter of fact, let me read 70 to go into that. This is Psalm 78, and this was a man after the Lord's own heart. This is the top man, the man over all Israel, David. All right, the leader of the house of David. This is Psalm 78 and 70. It says, he chose David also his servant, and took him from the sheepfolds, from following the ewes and great with young he brought him to feed Jacob his people, and Israel his inheritance. So he fed them according to the integrity of his heart, and he guided them by the skillfulness of his hands. And that's what brothers been going into, that great influx, but that flock of the flock. And when that great influx comes, the confusion that faces the people who don't necessarily look like blacks, Latinos, or Native Americans, coming from the other nations that might look like the people we call Edomites, Hamites, Arabs, Moabites, or whatever, so forth and so on. You know, and the ones of us that do look like Jake, when they come on, man, aboard, we gonna need integrity to lead them, as our forefather King David. All right. This is Proverbs 11 and 3. It says, the integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Because the perverseness, these people who turn back into their immorality, and these people who can't control their flesh, all right, and ultimately wasn't chosen anyway, are going to be destroyed, all right? But our integrity is going to guide us and shield us, all right? This is it's another one. This is Proverbs 19 and 1. It says, better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool. There go. See? So integrity. All right. It says, better is the poor who walk in his integrity, because the ones that's of a lowly estate, that walks, all right, in their morality, just like these niggas. You got these niggas in Hollywood who sold their soul, sold their ass, all right, have no morals, all right, just for the riches of this world. And it's going to be men who are going to be offended. That woman might get in your ear, the Satan going to get in her ear. Hey, and for you women out there, when you with brothers, when you with men of the Lord, man, and you women, you so-called sisters in the truth, man, when you out here in these elements, man, you walk with some fucking integrity, man. You know that you represent your man of the Lord, just like the man of the Lord represents Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. All right, so we all walk in integrity. All right, and like I mentioned, all our forefathers. All right, like Moses. All right, I mentioned Moses, but Moses chose not to be called the son of the Pharaoh's daughter, because he had integrity. He knew when he came into the knowledge of him being an Israelite, he became a great leader. This is Romans 15 and 4. It said, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. All right, and that goes back into that good name. Matter of fact, let me get that. I think it's Sirach 41. This Sirach 41 and 13, it says, a good life have but few days, but a good name endure forever. Right, and that good name is going to endure forever, just like I just named all our forefathers going back 2,000-3,000 thousands of years ago, man. But their report is still circulating, and it's it's going to circulate forever. All right, and even in the kingdom, when we know who each one of us is, and we know who those men are, we go, oh man, we gonna still remember these words from even back then, and we gonna remember them forever because they kept their integrity, man. This is I'm gonna get the scripture, because I had made a statement earlier about not being offended in Yahweh Shai, and somebody has to do this. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai has set up certain men to be lights. That's why Yahweh Shai said, what? Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. But without integrity, without morality, and without this truth, to be in, listen, this truth, the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, no matter how bad this world makes you look, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and this truth is the end all be all. That's why he said the heavens and the earth shall pass away, but this word, paraphrasing, this word abideth forever. Matter of fact, this is Philippians 2:15. It says that ye may be blameless and harmless, going back into that innocency, that integrity. It said that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of Yahweh without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. And that's who we are, holding forth the word of life, that ye may rejoice in the day of Mashiach, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain, because none of our labors is in vain, from the elders, from the apostles, the elders, the bishops, the deacons, the teachers, the brothers coming in on the other side of the line. None of our labor is in vain, man. This is all this is all getting taken accounted for. All right. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is the righteous judge. Believe that. This is Luke 7 in verse 23. It says, and blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. So we don't care how the world look at us. We're just looking not to be offended in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, all right, in all humility, all right, but at the same time, in boldness, all right. It's a balance to it, in knowing that this task that is to be completed is possible. But with that being said, call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Hope this video was expedient and edifying. And hey, to the hopeful elect, double honors to the elders and the apostles, and to the hopeful elect, Shalom.